What do you make of the world at the moment? I'm going to talk to Dr. Keith Suter a little bit later on about the latest in Gaza. The Israelis are gathering at the borders and there is going to be an invasion, and I use the word carefully, of biblical proportions. And a lot of innocent people are going to get killed. But what do you do? I don't know. It's horrid. It's a horrid thought, isn't it? 133353. But lots of other things to talk about this morning, and we got Caller of the Week, and I think our first caller could well be Caller of the Week. He was great. But let's all talk. If you've never rung before, make today your day. John's online. G'day, John. John, good morning.
G'day, mate. How you going?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
I'm in Melbourne.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay, I'm a believer that the driving penalties are way too harsh. I've had nothing but grief and trouble. I've been driving unlicensed for 15 years now, and it's not that we don't care. It's just it's a necessity. You know, like it's if you ever lost your license or had your car taken off you, it's a big disadvantage. And
why did you've been driving unlicensed for 15 years?
Yep.
15 years you haven't had a license?
No.
But you continue to drive on the road?
Yes, because you just, in this day and age and world, it's getting better now with transport and public transport, but if you've got to go to work, you got to go to work. You know what I mean? You got to pay the bills.
If you have an accident, there's no insurance. You know that.
I've been driving, well, I'm 45 now. I've been driving since I was 16, got my learners. I've never had an accident. So.
You've been This is John, who's being honest. He's fronted up. He's given us a call. He's been driving unlicensed for 15 years. John, how did you lose your license? How did you lose all your demerits? What did you do?
So the first time when I just got my Ps, when I was 18, like I got done drink driving the first week. And, you know, that's stupid, I know. Pretty high reading. And it just snowballed from then. And I never got it back. I kept getting caught.
How many times have you been caught drink driving?
6 now.
6?
Yeah, but there's all...
Can you believe this, folks? He's been driving unlicensed for 15 years. He's been caught DUI 6 times.
And then I've had nothing since, you know what I mean? Like,
6 times. After the 3rd time, did you think I might stop drinking and driving?
Well, the 3rd time I got jail, so that was when I thought, and that's when I did stop. I said, I'm never going to get done drink driving again. But then the other three, I got done for spot on 0.05, and like you got to be under 0.05. Yeah.
So you got caught drink driving pretty much as soon as you got your Ps?
Yep, the first week.
The first week?
Yep.
Can I ask you this, John? I really thank you for being honest.
That's right.
When you got caught that first time on your Ps, so what were you, 17, 18?
18, just, yeah.
18, yeah. Did you know that you were over the limit? Because were you aware that your limit was 0?
I knew the limit was 0. Like, I remember leaving the nightclub. I was going out every week to the nightclubs in Frankston, and they had a machine there. As you walk out, you could test your limit.
Yes.
And, and I remember I blew 0.117, and then the reading, I just got about 100 metres down the road and got done by the police, and it was 0.116 on their thing, so that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Hang on. So I'm just trying to take this in, John. Are you listening to this, folks? Listen to this. You actually left a nightclub in Frankston. You're on your Ps and you knew your limit was 0.
Yeah.
You blew into the machine at the nightclub and it told you were what?
0.117.
And you still drove?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, back then, in days, I
can't believe what I'm hearing, folks.
To the nightclubs and that it sounds a lot and high, but
it is high.
You know, it is high. It's extremely high.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be 0.
Yeah. But like, I wasn't. You know, like I wasn't. Like back then, I don't do that anymore. Like it used to, you can kill people.
But you did it 6 times.
Yeah, 3 when I was like, and then the rest were when I had my license back and had a full license, but I got just on 0.05. Yeah, and because I've had all them other history, they give you 2 times the penalty. So, and then the 0.05s turns into 4 years. Yeah.
Once again, I want to thank you for ringing and being honest, but my head is on the desk. I can't believe it. 6 times. John, what would have happened if you'd killed someone?
That's the thing. Like, what would have happened, because it didn't happen. You know what I mean? What would have happened if someone that wasn't drinking killed someone? The same. Someone's dead, and we'd be sorry.
This is his excuse. Wait, when you left the nightclub knowing full well you were 3 times over .05, but you shouldn't have actually had any alcohol. You see, some people will argue, I was pretty sure I was under the limit. I'd had a few beers, but I did my calculations, and I'm pretty sure I was under, and I misjudged it and I got caught. Not you. You actually went to a machine that told you were 3 times over, and you still decided to drive. Can you see why some people might find that hard to understand?
Yeah, I understand that. But I was actually, there's no such thing as a good drink driver, but friends all hopped in the car and everything all the time because they knew I was an idiot. But that's just wrecked my life, all that, and I got caught suspended while driving about 20 times as well. And
is the car you're driving registered in your name?
Yeah, that's the problem. I got when I am legit and it's all registered in my name. I reckon once a day I get pulled up because in the traffic they scan the plates.
I know.
And of course
they do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, even going the other way down past you, and they even tell me that they do pick on me because out of 10 cars they scan, they got to get a quote or whatever, and they know that they'll most definitely get something from me.
So how many? I can't believe what I'm hearing. How many? The car's registered in your name, and your name comes up on their computer as a suspended driver. So they scan your plates. Bang! Oh, there's John. When they pull you over, how many times have you been pulled over for driving unlicensed?
Oh, unlicensed probably 50, but driving while suspended probably 20. Yeah.
You've been what? And here we go. Here's the question: what have the consequences been?
A lot. Okay, so the driving was suspended. They're better than drink driving. They send you to jail for 3 of them and more.
How come you haven't gone to jail if you've been picked up all these times unlicensed?
I've been 3 different times because of it. Yeah.
Oh, you've been to jail 3 times?
Yeah. Yep. So and driving unlicensed, just unlicensed, not suspended, I learnt that's just an on-the-spot fine, so I never got my license back. Yeah.
So, folks, and this is my point, folks, we talk about consequences. And John, how many times have you been to jail?
3 times.
3 times. Once for drink driving?
Yep.
Twice, 3 times, well, twice, 2 more times for driving whilst unlicensed.
Yeah, suspended, yep.
And you continue to drive unlicensed?
Well, I have to, they won't license me.
No.
I tried with the proper plates and that, but then I kept getting pulled up every single...
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
I was all right for 2-3 years. I didn't get pulled up once. Yeah.
If you get pulled up tomorrow, by a police car that's going to scan your number plate and the alarms will go off, there's John, unlicensed. Could you go to jail again?
Yes, and they'll take the car. I've had 3 cars impounded.
You've had 3 cars?
Yep.
You've had 3 cars impounded. You've been to jail 3 times.
Yeah.
But you continue to drive unlicensed.
Yeah. And then I drove under my mum's name for her registering the car, and I didn't get any problems for 3 years, 2-3 years. And then just I got a random check on the side of the road. They actually checked me license, and then that car got impounded. And then, of course, she told me that I wasn't allowed to do that, use it anymore. But that was I had a good life. Them not having the bad mark on my name, having another shot would be good. Yeah.
John, what would you say to people who are shaking their head listening to this now, saying, "John, you're not very bright, are you?"
Well, no, but you got to look at the other side. I don't know if anyone's ever had their license taken on for a long time. It's not easy to get to work in places, and I'm a construction worker, and I've just got to get to work,
And if you can't go to work because you're in jail, how's that going to be?
That's right. And then but if you can't go to work, how do you pay your rent, stuff like that?
how do you pay your rent if you're in jail?
Yeah, but I was like, every time I got caught and was suspended, it was on the way to work or from work. I wasn't doing anything like driving to nightclubs or anything like that. You know what I mean?
But you were driving when you weren't allowed to. You see, you're justifying it. But, John, I've got to tell you, thank you for ringing up and being honest, okay?
No worries. So now I've had to go to Queensland to get a licence up there to not get hassled. Yeah.
You've been to jail 3 times. John, thank you so much.
That's right.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay, there's not much more I can say, folks.